This thing is launched live, baby.
On deck!
Loyal forever. Wrote one last ride, but I'm also just trying to, go out there and compete and give it the best every day I can.
And now, the Austin High Maroon On Deck Show.
It's our hardest and not leave any regrets when the final game's over.
Just make playoffs, win.
Bring the team together so we can get more wins.
Players, my teammates, we developed a really good relationship over the season.
Brought to you by Plains Capital. Strong roots for a strong future. Financial products and services tailored to your needs. 8118 Dental Professionals. Dental care focused on whole body wellness. Sportsman's Barbershop. A friendly neighborhood barbershop. Horizon Bank. Since 1905, Horizon has been proud to work with local businesses across Central Texas and beyond. Hitforth. At Hitforth, we're hardcore about data-driven player development. By Tate Property. Exceptional homes. Exceptional service. Terrytown Pharmacy. Innovative care. Timeless service. Nance Orthodontics. Seamless, state-of-the-art orthodontic treatment focused on you. And now to the Maroon broadcast booth. Here's David Roy and James Scott.
Welcome in. Here, the home of the Trojans of Anderson Willie Wells Field for Game 31, season finale. Senior afternoon, not senior night, here at Anderson. They don't have any lights up in the place, so this is a perfect outing for an afternoon game. It's cloudy, it's a little warm. We are here, we are ready. Because James Scott, Austin High comes in off a 3-0 win last night.
Yes, sir. We love that. Much better than a loss. We broke that losing string. 11 in a row we dropped before last night. And, hey, how about let's end on a winning string? 2 games is better than 1 game loss, right?
Well, and not just that, but something that we talked about last night, that elusive 10th win, right? Win number 10 sitting before him on the docket.
10 looks better on paper than 9. So kind of like we said before, a 300 hitter is not a 299 hitter. So let's go do this. Anderson's going to have all kind of motivation to go out. They want retribution for game 1 of the season. This is their senior day. They have a full house here. They've already got a big crowd here to support their team. The Maroon side filling in a little bit here and there. A lot to play for. For Austin High, we win today. And we do ensure ourselves not to finish in 9th with Del Valle.
Anderson, of course, obviously now you talk about that, not finishing in that position. Anderson, they're playing for pride, right? When you look at it from the district standing standpoint, playoffs unreachable now for this Anderson Trojan squad. But what is reachable is coming up. You can pick up your 7th win in district. They're playing for win 20. To go 20-11, so that's going to look good for them on paper. We talked about how good 10 win looks on paper. 20 certainly looks better than 19.
20 looks better than 19. Not a lot of folks talk about, hey, we're a 19-game winner. A lot of them talk about a 20-game winner. Yeah.
So you have that big one coming up here. The district standings, a lot still to shake out, right? Because you've still got Lake Travis, Del Valle, Buda, Bowie, all these games still being played. It's a day full of baseball. I was looking at the schedule. We had a couple that started a couple hours ago. We're coming in. We're the last window, high school game-wise, on the afternoon. You have some playoff games going on already today. Some of the by-district rounds are taking place today. So we got all of it going down right now in this afternoon, this window. Like you said, it's a full house out here. The Anderson crowd, Austin High crowd, slowly trickling in, and they'll continue to kind of matriculate as we get a little bit closer to that first pitch.
And I personally would like to thank AISD for allowing us to play this baseball game at Anderson's Field. It's a beautiful field out here, and I'm really a big proponent of encouraging AISD to bring baseball back to the campus to really encourage that community spirit versus having everybody drive over to neutral ballparks.
Yeah, they've been playing it at Nelson. Now you can look at it, you see why, right? None of the stadium lights for your evening games that you would need. But like you said, it's not only a beautiful field, it's a historic field. This is Willie Wells Field, right? I mean, this is the history that goes into that and into this area as a part of that makes this setup. And to your point, it's a beautiful setup right here. You have the natural infield a little bit there, but when you get to the plate, they've got that nice turf setup there around home plate. So beautiful afternoon, not much better. It's the last game for a lot of Austin High Maroons, though, one of which does get to start tonight on the infield after pitching a shutout last night.
Yes, he did a great job last night. 2-hit shutout, only gave up 2 walks, struck out 11. Obviously, our player of the game, that's Luke Pazanka last night.
Threw 107 pitches last night. I mean, he went the distance, all 7 innings. And you talked about it, post-game. We got on the post-game interview. He's ready to go again today.
That's good. A couple of Advil. That pain will be long gone. And another senior making his last start for Austin High is none other than Jake the Laser Beck. So we got some interviews with the boys coming up. So stay tuned here on the post-game show, and we look forward to bringing you back into the booth here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, so coming up, we'll hear from some of those seniors. You'll hear in particular, as you mentioned, from Jake Beck, who will get his final start as an Austin High Maroon off the mound here tonight. We'll take a quick break. You'll hear from the seniors and Mr. Beck himself, and then we'll bring you back for the first pitch. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. This is the Maroons on Deck pregame show.
Do you need a haircut? A real haircut? One that's tapered or blocked, clipped or trimmed just the way you like it? Come let the licensed barbers at the Sportsman's Barbershop take care of you. The Sportsman's Barbershop is a friendly, no-frills neighborhood barbershop located in Austin's Brikerwood area. Our barbers specialize in traditional haircuts for men and boys, along with beard trims and straight razor shaves. The trophies and mounts donated by customers that line the barbershop walls serve as testaments to over 60 years of serving Austin. Give the guys a call, 512-459-9525 to schedule your appointment today, or look us up online at sportsmansbarbershop.com. The Sportsman's Barbershop, an Austin institution.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
All right, we're back here on the Maroon on Deck show with the seniors. We got Jake the Laser Beck, Cool Hand Luke Pazanka, the Lumberjack, Jack Umberhagen, Mr. Personality himself, Charlie Reeves, and Aiden Leonard here. Gentlemen, you're moving into your last week of Austin High baseball. How are you feeling? What's your thoughts?
Man, it's hard to, imagine. I mean, I've been coming here for 4 years. I mean, this is it. It's hard to imagine. It's almost just been a given for me, and I haven't realized it's been a privilege.
Yeah, good point. Charlie, you're not playing next level. It's my understanding what you shared with me before. So this week, for all intents and purposes, is your last competitive baseball games of your life. How are you feeling?
It's kind of upsetting. It's been one of those constants in my life. You have school, you have your family, and then I've had playing baseball or playing another sport. It's just something that I've done every single day after practice, something to look forward to. I try not to let it get in my head too much, finishing out the season, 2 more games. But, I know after the last game at Berger, it hit me a little bit. It's going to be rough, but it's the next chapter of my life, and I'm excited for what's yet to come.
Whatever you do, there's no crying in baseball. Don't come out to Anderson and boo-hoo, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Luke, for you and Jake, you guys are all playing next level, so this isn't it for you guys. Any sort of special feelings for you guys leaving Berger last night, or thinking about, well, we have Del Valle and then Anderson, and that's it for the good old Loyal Forever team?
Yeah, I mean, leaving Berger yesterday, it really hit me. I didn't realize how much that stadium in itself would mean to me. All the memories we had last year and this year with some good games, really competitive games. Just all at once, leaving the last time as a player, it hit me a little bit harder than I thought it would have. But I really appreciated the 4 years I've had here, and it's been just such a blessing to be able to have these guys to play with.
Yeah, no doubt. Jake, anything that you think of that you would have done different as you look back on your 4 years?
I mean, freshman and sophomore year I played basketball, so maybe if I stopped a little sooner. But I still enjoyed the basketball a lot. But if anything, it was just to kind of put my head down earlier and just get to work. So I mean, that's where I got to where I am now. And you know, I'm grateful for all the opportunities that I've had here, and I'm excited for ones I have later on in the future. But just after this season, it's a little sad, senior season, but I'm excited to get back to work, put my head down, and see how much farther I can go.
Yeah, very good. All right, Aiden. So you're going off to Pennsylvania, is that right? Wow.
Northern Pittsburgh.
Northern Pittsburgh's a bustling city right now.
They have a great baseball team.
Yeah. So what's your takeaway for the last 4 years here for the Maroons?
Most of the time it's really been being the underdog, basically, because all these teams over here like Westlake and Lake Travis and Bowie, they're all like, it should be easy to get past Austin High. They're another one like Del Valle. So it's always been about being the underdog, coming out, proving yourself, and like really showing that we can play with them.
Yeah. Anything that you wish you would have done differently as you look back on these last 4 years?
For me, I think it would have been like what Jake said, really getting in there and putting in the work. Because if I put in the work a little more every day, I could be somewhere else, maybe somewhere D1 like UT or Vanderbilt or something like that. And if I had that work put in, then maybe I could be there.
Yeah, well, that's wise words. Well, I tell you what, guys, it has been a blessing for me to be able to watch you guys play. I've only been part of it for 3 years, some of us a little bit longer, but it's been a great watching you guys. And for all of the Booster Club, thank you very much for representing Austin High in the right way. And we'll be right back after these messages.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we are proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you, or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com.
All right, welcome back to the Maroon on Deck show. I'm standing here with none other than Jake, the Laser Beck. Jake, big announcement this week. You're committed to Trinity University in San Antonio. They're like 12th in the nation for D3 programs, elite program, beautiful campus. Trinity Tigers, how's it feel?
It feels great. It's a nice weight lifted off my shoulders to finally say I'm, committed going somewhere. And I'm also super excited. Like you said, it's a great program, beautiful campus, and so I'm excited to keep working and see where I can go.
So how did the process work? So you had done a bunch of showcases, I think. You got some interest from some schools. Take us through that process and then what made Trinity stand out to you.
So my process was actually a little bit different. I didn't really take the step up where I could be really recruited until,
the end of my junior year. And so I was definitely late to the party compared to some other people, especially, people who play baseball as their main sport all 4 years, which is great. It's just I didn't really know what I was doing because I was new to it. But like you said, I went to a couple of showcases, just put my name out there, emailed a bunch of coaches, me and my dad, hours just sitting down, sending emails, copy and paste, just seeing what response we can get, what the coach is great, give great advice, even, they turned me down. And so I just took with what I had and, figured out all I could do. And luckily I did get some offers, Trinity, or some interest. Trinity was up there, another school out in California, Pitzer. They're, another great program, again, ranked, I think, top 15 as well. Great program. They showed lots of support, lots of, sending me anything my way to get, help me out. And, really grateful to them, and they have a great program. Hopefully I'll see them in the playoffs someday. But yeah, just all it was really was just put my name out there and see what happens, because that's all I really knew what to do, and luckily it panned out well for me.
Yeah. What sold Trinity? What sold you to Trinity versus any place else?
Well, Trinity, they're two coaches, great guys, got to talk to them a lot. They're, I think now this year they'll be the longest tenured duo or pair of coaches in the state of Texas at any level, which is great. I mean, their pitching coach, Dave Smith, has been coaching for 22 years and he's only 44. So, I mean, he's just got a ton of knowledge. I'm excited to learn from him. They got a great staff of guys there right now. I know I got to talk to them, some of them this weekend when I went down there. They got some guy who's going to Xavier this year and to go pitch there. And I'm just excited to get down there, see what I can do. And another big reason is they love, as much as they love winning and getting to, D3 World Series, regional championships, etc. They love sending their guys off to the next level, seeing them go to D1, to the pros. And so that was another huge factor for me, because I'd love to go to that next level, see where I can really take my career. And so just having that extra support was another huge reason why I wanted to go there.
Yeah, as long as you love the game, man, don't ever stop until nobody gives you a uniform, So Trinity being in San Antonio, parents can come down a lot and watch, man. It's only about a 90-minute drive down. That play any impact in your decision?
Definitely. I mean, love the support. I mean, I know I'm pretty vocal with the team. I'm sure they know that sometimes my dad does get on my nerves. But, I mean, he's my biggest supporter. So I couldn't, him and my mom always supported me. Maya as well, my girlfriend, she's always there for me. So, I mean, having that support close to home is always great. Also, I have to talk about Coach Ryan, my pitching coach. He's been with me for a long time. He's always one of the best, never was in it for him. He was in it for me, as well as Curtis out in Lake Travis. Just, they just want to see the best for me. So being close to them, makes it feel like I just have even more support to grow, just continue my journey.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, maybe I shouldn't tell you this, but your dad and I are already making plans to come down to San Antonio and watch you. I do a lot of business down there, so I look forward to doing what I do and then, swinging over and seeing you pitch sometime.
Yeah, for sure. My dad's already had the whole plan. He's got the come down, golf, I don't know, go get a beer and watch the game.
Yeah, he told me that plan. I'm like, I don't know about the golf part, but I'll do the rest.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited for it.
All right, very good. Well, congratulations, man. It's been a pleasure watching you. I think the first time we were together, you were maybe 6 years old, 6 or 7, something like that. And to see you grow and develop all the way to this next level and go into college playing ball, that's been a pleasure.
Sure, thank you.
Absolutely. All right, we'll be back on the Maroon on Deck show after these messages.
Cheer on your Austin High School baseball team and enjoy the spring season with ease thanks to Terrytown Pharmacy. We're not just a pharmacy, we are a neighborhood health hub offering prescription services, immunizations, home delivery, and a charming selection of gifts for any occasion. Whether you're celebrating a win or supporting a player, find the perfect gift and keep your health in check at Terrytown Pharmacy. Let's celebrate health, wellness, and community spirit together.
Nance Orthodontics is committed to providing the highest quality orthodontics for the Austin community. Dr. Nance is a board-certified orthodontist and offers Invisalign and braces to create beautiful smiles. Our friendly team is passionate about creating beautiful, life-changing smiles for all ages with the latest technological advances. Patient comfort and happiness are our highest priority. Give us a call for your complimentary consultation today.
Real estate companies come and go in Central Texas about as fast as the wildflowers in spring. But when you're looking for a house, you're looking for a place to put down roots, a place to call home for years to come, which means you need a realtor with roots in the community, like Tate Property. Tate Property is a family-owned real estate brokerage located in Terrytown. We grew up here, we live here, and we work here, representing buyers and sellers of Austin's finest luxury homes, investment properties, and farm and ranch retreats. This is our passion. Give Tate Property a call at 512-474-8283. That's 512-474-TATE. Or look up online at tateproperty.com and let us know how we can help you today. Tate Property, exceptional homes, exceptional service.
Get a win right here.
As simple as playing baseball. Stay focused, dialed in.
This is Jake Beck.
Hey, Beck fires it over to third, and the tag is there!
Nate Goulding.
The great Goulding.
Daryl Jones. This is Aiden Leonard.
Leonard sends one to right field.
This is Luke Brzonka.
He got him.
This is Charlie Reeves.
Gonna bring home Reeves safe.
I'm Jack Unberhagen.
Three-run shot by Lumberjack Unberhagen.
This is Jaden Bessa.
Coach A sending him.
This is Logan Kenny.
He sends a shot to the outfield.
This is James Scott.
Toledo, James Scott.
Austin High Baseball Play-by-Play is brought to you by Plains Capital. Strong roots for a strong future. Financial products and services tailored to your needs. 8118 Dental Professionals. Dental care focused on whole body wellness. Sportsman's Barbershop. A friendly neighborhood barbershop located in Bryker Wood at 3702 Jefferson. Horizon Bank. Since 1905, Horizon has been proud to work with local businesses across Central Texas and beyond. Hitforth. At Hitforth, we're hardcore about data-driven player development. Nance Orthodontics. Seamless, state-of-the-art orthodontic treatment focused on you. Terrytown Pharmacy. Innovative care. Timeless service. By Tate Property. Exceptional homes. Exceptional service. Celebrating 125 years of Austin High Baseball.
Let's go! And he drops it. Run comes across. That just happened. That's what I'm talking about. Win!
Once again, David Roy and James Scott.
Welcome back in from Willie Wells Field. David Roy, James Scott, live here into the broadcast booth, which is this lovely little patch of some of this turf that they got here. We're sitting just to the side of, we're in between both the bleachers. We've got an excellent view of home plate right behind it, unlike last night at Delphi Valley where we're off to the side.
You know, if this was the major leagues, these seats would be going for about $250 a pop, you know?
We got great seats here this afternoon, and we've got even better.
At this time, we'd like to recognize the players.
Game to play here ahead of us as Anderson. They're going to go through the whole lineup. We were talking about it.
Yep.
13 seniors. When you look at the totality of the roster over there, it looks like a bunch of ants crawling out of the anthill.
Yeah, they have how many was it? 17 seniors? Or so? No, 14. 14 seniors. I think we have 18 on the roster, so 14 seniors. And actually, maybe we should pause for the announcement of our lineup.
They're going to go through the entirety of the roster and the lineup for Austin High. We'll step aside for it.
Logan Kinney. Number 13. Oh, sorry. Logan, senior. Apologies. Number 13, Jack Umberhagen. Number 14, Luke Pajzonka. number 18, Aiden Leonard, and number 23, Jake Beck. Those are your senior players for the Austin Maroons playing their last game this afternoon. The rest of the squad, number 1, Jaden Besa, Javi Godinez, James Scott, Fletcher Wilson, Patrick Bird, Drew Anderson, John Latham, Ty Schreiber, Logan Kinney, Jason Martinez, Henry Shooter, and Osby Contreras.
Really nice touchdown.
Your Austin High Maroons. Now our seniors for the Trojans today. Number 3, Andrew Mason. Number 4, Bo Munin. Number 5, Ed Small. Number 6, Trevin Weinbright. Number 7, Jet Joseph. Number 8, Max Magruder. Number 9, Drew Merle. Number 12, Seth Crowley. Number 14, Luke Shulkoff. Number 17, Ethan David. Number 22, Steven Shiginda. Number 28, Trey Snavely. And last but not least, number 33, William Hope. The rest of the Trojan players this afternoon, Ben Hatcher, Ben Wasteman, Gus Beggart, Dom Bellavia, Derek Paez, Connor Como, Colin Haynes, Nathan Sharp, Owen Thomas, and Brady Fleming. Your 2024 Anderson Trojans.
So slight mistake on my part. That wasn't their starting lineup. Obviously, they're not hitting 20-something. That was their entire roster again.
Now, fans, if you would please stand and remove your caps. It is my honor to hand the microphone over to the mother of our senior Trey Snavely, also a proud Anderson alum, Stacy Snavely, to sing our national anthem.
Applause for the national anthem.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello. With an old school PA mic.
There you go. Crowd mic picked it all up.
I should also mention our coaches, Alejandro Arellanes for the Maroons and Coach Kenny Matthews.
So they're going to go through talking about their coaches and everything, but what you matter about Austin High Maroon fans watching us in the YouTube live stream, courtesy of the Vibe Live Network, you care about your starting lineups.
Your starting lineups for those keeping score at home or Tom Beck at a wedding in Cincinnati, Ohio. Batting first and catching, number 3, James Scott Jr. Batting second, playing center field, number 18, senior Aiden Leonard. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 2, Javi Godinez. Batting fourth and playing first base, Luke Pazanka. Batting fifth and DHing, Osby Contreras. Batting sixth and playing right field, Jack Unberhagen. Batting seventh and playing left field, Jaden Besa. Batting eighth and playing second base, Charlie Reeves. Batting ninth and playing third base, Logan Kinney.
So there's your lineup. We've got a number 10 coming off the mound here right now for Anderson.
I believe that's Ben Weissman.
Connor Como. In center, number 5, Ed Small.
Your distance out here at Willie Wells Field, down to the first and third base lines, out to the foul poles, it is 3:09.
Number 6, Trevin Weinbright.
They do not have a marker out in center field from what I can see.
By UIL rules, it's supposed to be 350 feet. I'm sure that's probably right at it.
I was going to say it's probably right there at that 350.
Yep.
I can't imagine it being much less or more than that.
No matter where you are in this great world, pull up a chair. It's time for Maroon Baseball.
Game 31.
Game 31-31. This is it, and we have a leadoff hitter, James Scott, hitting .386 on the year, .476 on base percentage, and an .890 OPS. He's also hitting .343 in district with a .425 on base percentage. Had a good game yesterday, 4 for 4.
So here we go. Austin High looking for win 10. Anderson looking for win number 20. And we get us started. This one down and away. That'll go ball 1.
Foul off out of play. Right behind us, David Roy. Don't worry, I got you.
There you go. A 1-1 count here for James Scott. The 1-1 upstairs, right at the eyes. Ball 2.
Good job getting his head out of there.
The 2-1. Down and away, ball 3. So already James Scott getting ahead of the count here. A wind up, the 3-1 for Wiseman. Just inside, that's strike 2. And we've got ourselves a full count early. A 3-2 pitch. Check, swing, down below the zone, and Scott gets on with a walk.
See if Coach A gives him a courtesy runner now or just wait. I know his ankle got rolled up in yesterday on football practice. He went around, made a play, and one of our linemen rolled up on his ankle.
They're keeping him in. Coach A just gave him the signals.
Oh, there you go. A couple of Advil. Take that pain long gone, right?
Go. Aiden Leonard for his first plate appearance. Swings, misses, strike 1.
Aiden Leonard hitting .304 in district, .294 overall, .415 on base percentage, .738 OPS. Got a double RBI, 3 runs scored.
Swing and a miss at the 0-1 offering. That's strike 2.
You guys have heard in your pregame shows, if you've been listening, they'll be playing ball next year up north of Pittsburgh, the hometown of Joe Namath.
Wind up throw. There goes Scott. Scott, that ball, it tailed away and it pulled shortstop away from the base. And so James Scott with a steal. But Aiden Leonard does go down on strikes.
Yeah, it's Scott's 6th stolen base of the year. Godinez up, hitting .244 on the season.
And he'll send this over to first. And that will allow Scott to advance on the unassisted grounder over to first base.
All right, that brings up Pizanka. We didn't even get a chance to go through Javi's complete stats. See if we can get that with Pizanka here. 351 on-base percentage, 2 doubles, a home run, 7 RBIs, 5 runs scored. Walked 13 times. See if he can pick up another RBI here. There you go.
Send that right back.
Ooh,
third base dove down into third, and the throw is in time, and that'll retire the side. So no runs scored. Austin High got a runner on base off the walk, got him all the way around to third, but couldn't get him across the plate, and so that'll take you into the bottom of the first. Still scoreless, but Jake Beck goes to work here from the mound in game 31. We'll bring you right back. Take a quick break here from Willie Wells Field.
Do you need a haircut? A real haircut? One that's tapered or blocked, clipped or trimmed just the way you like it? Come let the licensed barbers at the Sportsman's Barbershop take care of you. The Sportsman's Barbershop is a friendly, no-frills neighborhood barbershop located in Austin's Brikerwood area. Our barbers specialize in traditional haircuts for men and boys, along with beard trims and straight razor shaves. The trophies and mounts donated by customers that line the barbershop walls serve as testaments to over 60 years of serving Austin. Give the guys a call, 512-459-9525 to schedule your appointment today, or look us up online at sportsmansbarbershop.com. The Sportsman's Barbershop, an Austin institution.
Number 23, Jake Beck.
All right, welcome back in, everyone. Here from Willie Wells Field, Austin High gets down to that top of the first. Unfortunately, Scott just can't come down. Leonard goes down on strikes. It allows Scott to get the steal. Then Godinez grounds over to first. First baseman takes care of that unassisted. And then Pizanka with a ground out over to third, throw back to first. And that keeps a run from James Scott from scoring. So that'll bring up Contreras when we come back in the top of the second. Meanwhile, for Anderson, they're going to see their center fielder, their shortstop, and their third baseman all take the plate here tonight. Ed Small, Andrew Mason, and then Derek Paez will come up to the plate in that order.
And they'll be facing Jake the Laser Beck, making his last start for the Austin High Maroons. He's thrown 44 1/3 innings. This is his 11th start. He's faced 215 batters, thrown 800 pitches so far this season. He's 2-7, given up 27 earned runs, 42 hits, struck out 59, so his next one will be his 60th of the season. Hit 8 batters. Hopefully he's taking a couple Advil and get through this game.
The wind-up throw from Beck comes inside, and Ed Small chops that foul for the 0-1. Let's set your defensive lineups real quick. Starting in your outfield, Underhagen out in right, Leonard out in center, and then Jaden Besa, of course, in left field. We'll get you to the infield here in a moment. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one sent into left to the wall. Besa dropped it. And that's going to go down and allow Small to get to second base.
Now batting to the senior shortstop, number 3.
Speaking of second base and this infield, Luke Pizanka, who pitched the shutout last night, 106 pitches. He's starting at first. Second base is Charlie Reeves, Logan Kenny over at third, and then your shortstop, Javi Godinez. You know Beck is at the mound, and James Scott behind the plate here to get you started. As the bunt laid down, Beck fields, throw to first. Not in time.
It's a low throw. Reeves got over in time, but really, really a tough catch for Charlie Reeves. That should go down as most likely a bunt single. That's not the way we needed to start. That play by Base out in left field, you know, we have a pretty good swirling wind here today. He turned left, then he had to come back right, and he just wasn't able to keep his balance and drop the ball. Now we have runners at the corners.
Just 3 pitches in to Jake Beck's last start and already in this position. One has been fouled away. Here, throw, and not in time. It's going to go down as a steal there for Andrew Mason.
That pitch was called a strike as well, so Beck's ahead in the count, 0-1.
The wind up, throw, not find the zone.
Infield in already for the Maroons. Again, we've had this situation many times this season. We need a strikeout or a pop-up in the infield.
Runners in scoring position at second and third. This one popped. That's the danger of having it down in the infield. As the run scores, runner advances to third, and Derek Paez with a base hit.
Yeah, Paez did a great job just hitting it where they ain't. He had a really hard ground ball, really, and just over to left field past Kenny. Nothing Kenny could do about that one. So we have runners on first and third again.
You saw Kenny react, those of you at home, trying to get over there to it, and just nothing he could do about getting over to that in time. So here's Beck. Throw back over to first for the pickoff attempt.
Now, if you're Beck, you got to be thinking, listen, you got to block out what's just happened and keep this, oh no, here we go again, kind of thing from happening. You should have had an out on the first hitter, out in left field. Didn't happen, but you got to play with what is now.
That does find the strike zone there. 0-1 here for Seth Crowley. We're only 6 pitches in. 6-7. Here's Beck. The 0-1 outside, and defensive indifference allows a runner to take second.
So I would think we'd pull the infield up again.
Which we do.
Guys have to focus on just knocking down anything if possible.
That's popped.
That's going to score a run.
Straightaway right. There's Unberhagen. Unberhagen shows off the arm to Godinez. And like you said, it scores the run, and Andrew Mason. So the sac fly does put a runner, though, on third and scores one. Giving Anderson a 2-0 lead here. 1 away, rather. Trying to give us another out. But 1 away, runner on third. And at the plate right now, Connor Camo. Swings, misses. 1-1 count. Wind up. Check swing. Ball 2.
Nice job of James there blocking that ball in the turf. Really important you got that runner on third base.
Wind up, throw, this one. Popped up.
He's running in.
Can't get to it. He's going to make the try to make that throw over to the plate, and he cannot. So that run scores and goes down as a base hit.
Yeah, it looked like he got a bad break on that one, and that was another one that could have been an out. He did give a full effort on that. It just looked like he got a late break on it. So Maroons find themselves down 3-0 with only 1 out. We could use a double play here.
Stevens Agenda, the starting catcher for Anderson Trojans, at the plate right now from that right-hand batter's box.
He's a product of the Austin Wings organization.
Zagenda, one of the 13 seniors here. Runner going. Scott. Just a bit off target. So Cameo with a steal. It was a bit high and a little bit back towards the first base side of second base, as this one down away there. So a 3-0 count for Steven Zagenda. And a 3-0, strike one.
All right, dude.
It's upstairs. That'll walk Zagenda. So runners at first and second, one away. Up comes Bo Munion. And they're having that infield meeting. Something I was going to say may want to do here is go just talk to Beck.
Number 4, Bo Munion.
You know, it's a microcosm of what's been going on all year here. Jake's been pitching his heart out, and for whatever reason just hadn't get a lot of defensive support. Not all of them have been errors. Some of them have been hits, but plays that should have been made.
Bo Munion swings and misses, and that'll go down strike one.
We've had 2 of those this inning alone.
Wind up throw. Pops that up.
Ball finding Besa again.
Besa gets over there, and that's one away.
Now batting to the Trojan senior second baseman, number 6.
Good job. You can see him really out there battling that wind.
You see him. It's almost a little bit run around in a circle trying to find where's it going to fall.
It's that wind. We don't really have flags out here that I can see tell us, but
we just got treetops.
It does kind of look like it's blowing in from center.
That one outside.
Back up to 21 pitches now.
This will be pitch number 22 for him. That's upstairs, ball 2. Runners at first and second. Strike one here for Trevin Weinbright. He is your 8-hole hitter. 2 away right now, and a 2-1 count for him. Wind up, the 2-1 fouled off into the net.
Battle up there, kid, battle. Don't give up on it.
Not a lot of foul territory here at Willie Wells Field. Pretty sure this is the minimum 45 feet between home and the foul territory, or the out of play, I should say, not foul, but.
That one downstairs. Scott does a good job blocking that. It rolls back towards the mound.
That's probably James's best element of his game from catching, is his blocking ability.
Wind up throw, that one. Gets
Javi Godinez. Nice play.
Over there. There's a line drive going to be up and over, but Javi Godinez comes over and makes a nice little hop, extends, gets the out to retire the side and stop the bleeding. But Anderson scores 3 in the bottom of the first. coming up. Osby Contreras, Jack Underhagen, Jane Besa will take to the plate and try to answer when we come back to Willie Wells Field.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
Welcome back in to Willie Wells Field. David Roy, James Scott live here, the broadcast booth. Austin High trailing 3-0 after Anderson nearly went through their entire lineup in the bottom of the first inning. So see, we'll get started here, right? Osby Contreras to get you going here in the top of the second and see if we can't muster up some of the same success that we saw last night.
Yeah, Contreras hitting 245 on the season. Takes that one away and low. 309 on base percentage. He's got 3 doubles, 5 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Sophomore playing his first year on varsity.
Contreras was 1 for 3 last night, had a base hit single. Swings and misses there, strike 1. The 1-1. Osby chops that back over to third. The throw to first in time. 1 away. It took a slow bounce on the way to the third baseman here for Anderson, and Derek Paez able to make that throw over to first.
Yeah, Paez got a good arm. Nice laser throw over there from third base. That brings up the Lumberjack, Jack Underhagen. Playing in game 27 this year, he's hitting 236, 371 on base percentage, 790 OPS. Leads the team with 12 RBIs. He finally got off that at 11-1.
Takes ball 1 here. Underhagen last night, 1 for 2 with a walk in there.
Also leads the team in home runs and is tied with doubles at 4. He's got 2 home runs.
1-1 count. This one outside. I called that strike. I'm a little shocked.
Oh, he did? Wow.
He did, yeah. That was a little generous.
That
From my seated position, that looked a little bit too far outside for that. As he hits this. Over to short, dropped it. And so that gives Underhagen a base hit.
That's going to go down as error, brother. That shortstop should have had that ball.
He should have.
I love your optimism, but
you know, I'm trying to be nice here.
There is a sense of credibility,
yeah,
maybe.
You know.
I mean,
accountability. Is that what you're looking for?
Well, credibility, accountability, something ability to catch the ground ball.
You gotta scoop that up, and unfortunately for Anderson, they could not. Fortunately for Austin High, it puts a runner on. That's high and outside, and that goes for strike 1.
All right, Jaden Basin, 28 games now. Oh!
That's right back to the pitcher. He caught it against his leg.
Wow.
And the throw over to first. 2 away.
No, that's a double play. He caught that in the air. Jaden Basin couldn't have hit that ball harder. It was just a reaction play by Wiseman out on the mound. Went right into his glove, and Underhagen had taken off for second because it should have gone through for a hit, and instead Wiseman called it, threw it back behind Umberhagen, and we got line out double play.
Well, you say it didn't even go into his glove. It caught him in the side, and he reached down barehanded and grabbed it off him.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
It caught him in the side, and he pressed it against his leg with his throwing hand, and then from there got a grip on it and threw it back to first. It never even found his glove.
Goodness gracious.
So that's how we close out this top of the second inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Maroons, and we'll see if Mr. Jake Beck can do the same, starting with a 9-hole for Anderson Jet Joseph when we return.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Welcome back in. The Austin High Maroons trail 3-0 going into the bottom of the second inning.
Your left fielder, Jet Joseph.
And Anderson's Jet Joseph comes back to the mound, looks to go to work.
You know, to finish off on the top half of the second, is that just not a review of our season? One of the hardest hit balls we've had all season. Jaden Baser right there ends up in a line-out double play.
Just some of the same, right? It's the same story it has been, which has just been on the wrong side of some of these 50-50 plays, you might say.
I don't know that I've ever seen a team have so many 50-50 plays, to your point, go against us.
Yep.
They certainly hadn't balanced out.
One count here. Beck finds zone. Strike 2. Nice breaking ball. Jake Beck coming in on pitch 30. The 1-2 wind up, throw, swung on, missed. And it may surprise you to know that is the first strikeout of the afternoon for Mr. Jake Beck.
However, his 60th on the season.
So there you go.
60 strikeouts for Jake Beck through 45 2/3 innings. So he's averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning.
Turn over at the top of the order. Ed Small at the plate as this one skips past. A little bit of a wild pitch, ball 1.
Nobody on, though.
That's the important part. Wind up, throw. That just drops in for strike 1 for Ed Small. Wind up throw, that one base hit. Line on over the head of Charlie Reeves, drops into short and shallow right. And Jack Umberhagen makes that throw back to Reeves to hold the runner at first.
Now Mason will be a teammate next year of Jake Beck at Trinity University. Mason got the better of Beck in the first inning. Single came around and scored. See if Beck can get him out here.
Bunt single, no less. Swing and a miss here for Mr. Mason. Strike 1. Throw back over to first.
You got to know that Jake doesn't want to hear it from Mason next August, September.
Mason probably don't want to hear it from Beck, though. They get the
That's
win
true.
here today, then, Austin High goes 2-0. Throw, and that's a strike. Scott drops it and unable to try and make that throw over to second to cut off the steal attempt, so that does go down as a stolen base. Ed Small got on base in the first inning. How did you score that? Because I scored that in air.
Ed Smalls? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's an error.
Bases should have had it.
Yeah, I mean, it hit his glove.
He had it. There he
Big
goes
jump
again.
out there.
Yeah, it gets fouled off, so. Forces Small to return back to second. Swing.
There you
miss.
go. Came up with the heat up, and he couldn't catch up with it, so there you go.
Second strikeout of the inning, and Derek Paez comes up, had a base hit.
You got to watch Small over there on second. He got a massive jump on Jake during the last at-bat here. Another big one. Step off.
Throw to third, and it goes over Kenny's head.
They called it a balk, I think. I heard somebody say balk. I'm not sure if that was a balk or not. That might be the only reason that Small didn't take off for home. Because it's a dead ball. We'll score that a balk until we get
Confirmation one way or another.
Yeah. Oh, man. James took that off of the inner thigh. Oh, you can tell that got him good. You could hear it over here.
Yep. They're having a little conversation, check on him, and give James a minute here.
Catching is not for the weak of heart.
No. Beck steps back, give his friend here a little time to himself.
Got to give up your body if you want to keep that runner at third.
Wind up, throw, swung on, missed.
You were talking earlier, probably the best part of his game catching is blocking. He enjoys the calling of the game, too, and he and Jake have a special relationship. It seems like they're always on the same page as far as what they're trying to do. Got other areas that he needs to work on, but that one he's been pretty elite on for a long time.
Down inside.
And as I say that one skips down in the dirt.
Yep.
And allows that run to go in. So that'll go down as a wild pitch. Maroons down 4-0.
Yep. Two-one count here. And Paez fouls it off, strike two.
You got to regroup, boys. You got 2 outs. Let's go ahead and get this one and go get the sticks going.
Wind up, throw, the 2-2 fouled off. That one's
Whoa.
high upstairs.
High and sailed and tailed.
Full count
fastball.
here.
Yep, full count. Come on, let's go get him. Beck's at 43 pitches, 17 this inning.
Wind up. Throw on the full count. Fouled off. It's pitch 44. Ninth pitch of this plate appearance.
Lost him.
Walks Paez. That was low and away. And Coach A going to come out, have a talk. And Fletcher Wilson going out there with him.
Oh, wow. Well.
And Coach A takes it from him.
Good hug there.
Good exchange.
And a standing ovation for Jake Beck.
Yep. See Jake Beck frustrated.
Not the way he wanted to go out. He's thrown 845 pitches this season for the Austin High Maroons. We'll give you his line so far. The book is not closed because he is responsible for Paez on first. Beck went 1 2/3 innings, 45 pitches, 28 strikes, 17 balls. Gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of which were earned. Walked 2, had 2 strikeouts. And in comes junior Fletcher Wilson. Wilson actually leads the team in victories. We'll get you some of his numbers on the season right now. Fletcher Wilson, 19 2/3 innings pitched. This is his 9th game. He started 3, faced 83 batters so far, thrown 289 pitches, won 3 games, lost 1, no saves and no save opportunities, given up 11 hits in those 19 2/3 innings, 11 runs, 11 walks, 23 strikeouts though. He's also averaging more than 1 strikeout per game, and 13 of those 23 were looking. He's got a fantastic whip of 1.12, so whip being walks and hits divided by innings pitched. So Beck out of the game, will not qualify for a win, even if the Maroons come back and win. But he is on the hook for the loss, which would be his 8th of the season. So the ruling would go, if the Maroons come back and at least tie it, that gets Jake off the hook. If not, it is his game right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully not only can we come back and tie it, we can take the lead and get Fletcher his 4th win of the season.
That would be fantastic, I would think. He'll start with a throw back to first to keep Paez on base. And we will await his first pitch of the afternoon. At the plate right now, Seth Crowley had the sac fly out to right field in the bottom half of the first inning.
Fletcher's had a great season off the mound. First year on varsity. Contributed a whole heck of a lot to this team.
Wilson, the wind-up throw. A little bit outside, so that's ball 2 for Fletcher Wilson. Gives Crowley a head in here in the count. Wind up, throw. Upstairs, ball 3. The 3-0 pitch. Strike 1. This will be pitch number 5 for Fletcher Wilson here this afternoon.
Who is number 5?
There you go. 5 for 5. Swung on and missed for strike 2.
That's just a devastating curveball that he's got. It's not a true 12-6. It's more like a 1-7, but a big, sharp break to that.
That one's upstairs, and it's a walk.
Now batting to the Trilogy, right fielder, number 16, Connor Como.
Connor Como's up.
At a base hit.
Yeah, he singled in the first inning.
Line up, throw. Strike 1 here for Connor Como. Right now, score, 4 runs scored on 4 hits for Anderson with an error. As a throwback here to second, pickoff attempt here. Austin High course. No runs, no hits, and an error of their own. Runner at second, 2 away. As Wilson comes upstairs for ball 1. The 1-1 fouled off. And behind us. The 1-2 fouled off again. So we'll do it again. Swung on, missed, and that gets you out of the inning. So when we come back, the book will be closed on Jake Beck, but Anderson has increased their lead 4-0 heading into the top of the 3rd when we come back to Willie Wells Field. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream courtesy of the Vibe Live Network.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we are proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you. Or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com.
Welcome back in to Willie Wells Field. Austin High trails by 4, and we have got the final numbers for Jake Beck's last game as a Maroon.
Yeah, Jake Beck, inning and 2/3, faced 12 batters, 45 pitches, 28 of those strikes, 4 runs, 4 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of those are earned. Walked 2, struck out 2. So that is a final book on him. He is responsible if the Maroons are unable to come back, but hopefully, as we talked about, he will get off the hook and Fletcher Wilson to get his 4th win. But right now we're going to start it off with Mr. Personality, Charlie Reeves. Called strike there. Charlie Reeves, 21 games, 50 plate appearances, 286 batting average, 367 on base percentage, and grounds to second base for an out.
A little 4-3 action.
That'll bring up Logan Kenny. Logan Kenny played here in his 24th ball game. He's got a 343 on-base percentage. Driven in 4, scored 3.
Swings, misses. And the 0-1. Upstairs and can't find the way down into the zone. 1-1 count here for Logan Kenny. Kenny pops at high into foul territory, and it drops with a resounding thud just behind the home side bleachers. Strike 2 off the foul ball.
A mad dash away from the landing of that ball for the Anderson faithful, and I don't blame them for that one iota.
You could hear the force from it as it came back down to earth.
A big thud right into the dirt grass area.
Yeah, they were smart to clear the landing zone for that one as Kenny chops that back to the mound. Wiseman, quick flip of the wrist, back over to first. And that's 2 away here for Austin High, and brings us back to the top of the lineup with James Scott, who got on base back in the top of the first inning with a walk.
How about a little 2-out rally?
Let's see what Austin High can manufacture. It'll start here. Check swing. They're going to go down the line and say that Scott did not come around. Ball 1. As he does swing at, fouls it off. A 1-1 count here for James Scott. He worked the count up. Takes this downstairs just below the zone, and it's a 2-1 count now here from Mr. Ben Wiseman. Swing miss there by Scott, 2-2. Wind up, throw, fouled off. Into the net, you at home. You got a good look at it. We got our camera sitting right there behind the plate for you.
Wonder how many people at home flinched.
Probably more than would give us any credit. You are watching, you're tuning in, joining us here. We appreciate you sticking with us here this afternoon for the last game of the season, as we appreciate Mr. Scott getting on with a base hit here to get us going. There's the start of that 2-out rally you called for, but y'all are watching that YouTube live stream. Do us a favor, folks. I mean, it's the last game of the season. Help us out here. Subscribe, leave us a like. That'll carry over and let you know when football season is around the corner coming up this fall.
Football season and any other Maroon athletic event, this is your one-stop home for Austin High Maroon Athletics.
Leonard chops that back over the pitcher's head. Throw over to first is in time, and that will get you out of the inning with 2 away and get you down here. Austin High trailing by 4 heading in to the bottom of the 3rd when we come back. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream courtesy of the Vibe Live Network.
Cheer on your Austin High School baseball team and enjoy the spring season with ease thanks to Terrytown Pharmacy. We're not just a pharmacy, we are a neighborhood health hub offering prescription services, immunizations, home delivery, and a charming selection of gifts for any occasion. Whether you're celebrating a win or supporting a player, find the perfect gift and keep your health in check at Terrytown Pharmacy. Let's celebrate health, wellness, and community spirit together.
This is Jake Beck, and you're watching Austin High Baseball on Vibe Live Network.
Welcome back in. We can burn a little brighter. It'd be a little bit nicer. It'd be a little bit nicer if some of those digits for Austin High were burning a little brighter than what they currently are, but it is a goose egg for them right now, and they'd like to turn that around. Right now, they got to keep this manageable, and that's going to be the most important job right now for Fletcher Wilson. It's not to put your team, the rest of your team, and really the rest of this infield, keep this within reach, right? You're down 4. You can't let this turn into anything larger than that 4-run margin. You're already getting in here to the bottom of the third. You have the room to work your way back, but it starts by keeping this within reach.
Great point, David Roy. Got to keep them maybe a little 3 up, 3 down here. Let our offense go back to do some work and scratch and claw for some 4 runs, 4 to tie, 5 to take the lead.
And no better way to get started there with a strike from Fletcher Wilson here for Steven Zagenda.
Another big curveball by Fletcher.
Came upstairs.
That's a good message pitch. Look, he threw him a big 1-7 curveball, and to keep these Anderson hitters from diving over the plate, he comes up and in. Great job there.
That one he puts back over the head of Charlie Reeves, and that's a base hit for Steven Zagenda, who got on base on walks back in the bottom of the first inning. So up comes Bo Munin. Flew out to left in his last at-bat, back in the bottom of that first inning as well.
I guess that's Mr. Munin with his camera right up against the screen. Hopefully he knows to move his phone if a foul ball happens right there. As you guys just saw at home, sometimes those foul balls get on top of you real quick.
Catch up. That net doesn't do much. It's just there to keep us from being hit by it. But you're right up there. You can take one.
That phone is toast if he gets a one right back there.
Swing and a miss here for Bo Munin. Down 0-1.
Go, Bo. Lock it in right here.
Swing.
Double play ground ball.
Up. And that's going to go down. I would call it an error.
I couldn't see it. Mr. Munin's in my way.
Well, it skipped up off the mound, and Godinez was right there, leapt up for it, closed his glove, and it popped out of the glove.
So it did hit his glove?
It did hit his glove.
That's probably going to have to go down as error.
I would call it an error. Because that was one it looked like he should have had and would have been able to make that throw to first in time. And instead, you got runners at first and second. So second error of the afternoon for the Maroons. This one, a bunt attempt. Throw to first isn't in time. Logan Kelly came over. It looked like Wilson should have had it. And maybe Wilson got called off of it.
Well, Kenny's momentum is going in, so that's the right play if he can get there. Because he's got his momentum going towards that. That's just a base hit all the way. Nothing Logan could really do there. Good bunt.
Laid down by Trevin Weinbright. So up comes Jet Joseph here at the bottom of the order.
Got bases loaded and nobody out.
Down and away here, ball 1.
Infield's back in. Play should be home to first. So Sarge is going to have to catch it like a first baseman and make a good, strong throw to first.
That one inside. They do not give it to him. Ball 2. The 2-0 from Wilson.
With it.
Fouled off. Strike 2. I will say Wilson needs to be a little bit careful. That lead foot, he's done a couple of what Pizanka did last night. I got a balk called on him. It just kind of taps it twice. Doesn't there, but that's a walk, and that brings the runner across as a result.
Now batting to the Trojans.
Coach A's talking to the umpire. I'm not sure if this is a lineup switch or what. We'll let you know as soon as we know.
He's filtering through everything right now with him.
Well, no reason to hold anything back in the tank. This being the last game.
It's game 31. Everything's on the table right now.
So it looks like Contreras is getting his gear on.
So out comes Scott. And Wilson's day is done.
Wilson's day's done. Let's see who's going to get the ball.
Still looking for that number here.
That's Aiden Leonard. So I bet you Scott goes to center.
We will keep an eye out for that.
The pitching change for Austin High. Now number 18, senior Aiden Leonard.
So Wilson's afternoon comes to a close.
All right, so Contreras goes to catching. So we burn the DH. Scott does go to center field. Aiden Leonard is on the mound, so we're playing 9 and we're hitting 9. Aiden Leonard off the mound, 11 and a third innings. This is his 6-game pitch. He started 2. He's faced 52 hitters, thrown 218 pitches this year. 1 win, no losses. Given up 8 hits, 4 earned runs, walked 5, struck out 17. He's got a 2.47 ERA. So again, no reason to leave anything in the tank here. Everybody's getting short hooks and Aiden's got knuckleballs. He's mostly an off-speed, crafty lefty, if you would. So your defensive alignment in the outfield, you've got Basin left, Scott in center, Unberhagen in right. Infield, you've got Pizanka at first, Reeves at second, Godinez at short, Kenny at third, Contreras catching, and Aiden Leonard off the mound.
And you lose your DH.
In a tough spot for Aiden Leonard to come in. Bases loaded, nobody out, and you're facing Ed Small, perennial all-district candidate. Certainly one of the top 2 or 3 players in the district.
Had an error committed this inning already. And that's how Ed Small got on base back in the first. Had an error out and left, and then gets on base in the bottom of the second with a base hit. So 3 innings, 3 plate appearances. Ball 1 here for Ed Small. Wind up throw from Leonard. Just a bit outside, ball 2. Wind up, throw. High and away for ball 3. Wind up, throw on the 3-0 pitch. Puts that into the zone for strike 1.
Got the infield in. Really dangerous position, especially with Small and how hard he can hit the ball. They get up on you real quick.
This one gets fouled off onto the roof of the field house. So a full count worked here for Ed Small. Wind up, throw, popped, drifting into shallow right. Underhagen gets there, throwing on the run, and it'll slip past Contreras. First out, but the sac fly works. As 2 come across.
Infield still in. Need a pop-up or a strikeout again.
High and away here. 1-1 count. 2 runs scored this inning. Runners at second and third off the sac fly. From Ed Small, Andrew Mason. Facing down a 1-1 count. This one out. Just caught that outside part. 1-2 count. Wind up, outside. Brings you back to an even 2-2. All better time right now for those of you sports fans just as a whole. You got all the high school baseball kind of throughout the day today. Playoffs coming up next week. You've got NBA playoffs going on themselves, major leagues going on, and the NFL draft's been this weekend.
Ooh.
So you got it all right now. Is that one ball 3?
And don't forget, you got Austin High baseball.
That's the best part of it.
There you go.
Wind up, throw, that one sent to center, bounced in front of Scott. He missed it on the scoop, trying to make the throw to second. It's not in time. And Mason gets extra bases. And 2 runs scored.
Hitting for the Trojans, number 28, senior Trey Stavely.
Trey Stavely now comes in for Derek Pays.
Boy, this is an 8-0 game right now. We're only in the bottom of third and have 1 out. This is definitely not the way you want to go out if you're a senior or anybody else on this team.
Yep.
10 run in your last game. Come on, we got to find it within us to come back.
Get you one right here.
Wind up, throw. Strike 1 here for him. Wind up. Swung on, missed for the 0-2. You have one away. They have not updated the board out there in left field to show that, but there's now 2 away.
Your first baseman, number 44, Seth Crowley.
Up comes Crowley. Crowley.
What was that guy who just pitched hit? What was his name?
Give me a second. I can get
Or a
you.
number?
28 was the
28.
number here.
Okay. Make sure we get a good book here. They don't have a 28 on their roster.
28 on their roster, but he was a senior. That one chopped. Reeves off the bounce. Throw. On the hop. And that gets you out of the inning. Austin High gives up 4. And Anderson takes an 8-0 lead going in to the top of the 4th. With Austin High looking to answer. Should be Godinez, Pizanka, and Contreras. When we come back, you're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, courtesy of the Vibe Live Network. We'll be right back. Top of the 4th when we return.
Nance Orthodontics is committed to providing the highest quality orthodontics for the Austin community. Dr. Nance is a board-certified orthodontist and offers Invisalign and braces to create beautiful smiles. Our friendly team is passionate about creating beautiful, life-changing smiles for all ages with the latest technological advances. Patient comfort and happiness are our highest priority. Give us a call for your complimentary consultation today.
Welcome back into Welly Wells Field. Austin High trailing by 8. Top of the 4th.
Leadoff hitter Javi Godinez. He grounded to first base back in the first inning.
Top of the 1st. Had that ground out. Here we go. Top of the 4th. And he will foul this one off.
We happen to have any Del Valle Bowie score by chance? Do we know if that game's already gone?
It was slated to be the early game. One of the early games. I can get you an update.
Shockingly, rumor is if Bowie loses to Del Valle, they'd have a play-in game between Westlake and Bowie. There's a drive. I got it off the handle.
That one, shortstop Andrew Mason ranges back and gets underneath it.
Trick of the broadcaster. Hit off the hands, folks. That looked like that was going to be a double into left. Got right off the hands, and it was a pop-up to short to Mason. I'll see what I can find out on that Bowie Del Valley score.
I've asked our quality control back in the box at home, Skylar Gillespie, asking him if he's got an update for us on that.
Bazonka in 0 for 1, grounded to third in the first.
1-1 count now for him. This one.
There you go. Get through there.
Hit hard, ground ball, second base, able to get over there to it. And that is 2 away.
All right, up steps sophomore Osby Contreras. 0 for 1, grounded in the third. I'm sorry, grounded to third in the second.
Yep.
We only have one hit so far, David Roy. Takes a ball low.
One-oh count. Contreras takes that one. 2-1 now, actually. 2 away. I'll tell you what, Austin High has kept Anderson's second and third base busy. Each one have contributed on a couple of ground outs.
There you go.
Contreras. Diving effort by our left fielder. And he's able to put that inning away and get you out of the top of the fourth. That was hit into shallow left, and the left fielder out there, Jet Joseph, sprinting in a diving effort to get underneath it to record the out.
Of course, the season where everything seems to go against us, we don't have these 50-50 plays that you're talking about earlier. Osby hits that ball on a rope, and Jet Joseph comes in and makes a diving catch for an out.
Heck of an effort by Joseph.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate it does not go Austin High's way. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, bottom of the fourth, Ian Leonard back on the mound and going back to work, and we should have your score updates for you when we come back.
Real estate companies come and go in Central Texas about as fast as the wildflowers in spring. But when you're looking for a house, you're looking for a place to put down roots, a place to call home for years to come, which means you need a realtor with roots in the community, like Tate Property. Tate Property is a family-owned real estate brokerage located in Terrytown. We grew up here, we live here, and we work here, representing buyers and sellers of Austin's finest luxury homes, investment properties, and farm and ranch retreats. This is our passion. Give Tate Property a call at 512-474-8283. That's 512-474-TATE. Or look up online at tateproperty.com and let us know how we can help you today. Tate Property, exceptional homes, exceptional service.
Welcome back in. Still waiting to hear from our
Ladies and gentlemen, leading off the bottom of the fourth
quality control here.
Number 14, senior Luke Sofa.
I'll scroll through here for you though and get you some
Luke
updates.
Sofa. Okay. His number's 14. He's not listed on Game Changer as 14. But he is a senior. Luke Sofa. If I can pronounce that right.
Coming at you right here, buddy.
Yeah, it's got to be an emotional day for a lot of these kids that are not playing the next level. As you heard about in the pregame interview, this would be the last competitive baseball game of some of these kids' life. You can always play semi-pro or rec or something like that, but it's just not the same.
3-0 count here for him. And this one he'll put in play. Chops over to third.
Nice
Kenny,
play.
Throw in time.
Gold Star played by Logan Kinney.
All right, we've got your score update here for the Bowie Bulldog game against Del Valley. And Bowie got the win earlier today, 4-2.
Wow, that's a close game. 4-2. Well, so the Bowie's in the playoffs there. Westlake is officially out. Tell you what, 4-2 against Del Valley. That's probably closer than the Bowie faithful wanted.
Oh, for sure.
There's a ball up high. You know, it's interesting the way the schedule worked out. We seem to play the tougher teams at the front end of the calendar and the schedule. Some of these other guys, you notice, if you look through their schedule, that's a swing and a miss. They didn't play some of their tougher games until the end.
And Lake Travis defeated, or is defeating. Can't tell if that game is still going on or not. But we do have the score for that. Lake Travis up 9-1.
Call ball. Yeah, Buda played late last night against Westlake. Westlake ended up winning that game.
And Lake Travis getting the win right now.
Yeah.
9-1. Outside there, 3-1 count. Fouls off. Stevens Agenda. Full count here. So thanks, Skyler, for giving us some score updates. I'll text him too, just in case he doesn't hear me. This one, Stevens Agenda driving that out to left, and Jane Bass is there to make the play, and that's 2 down.
Nice job by Besa out there roaming over.
Tell you what, that wind, you can hear it in the headsets, folks, but it feels awfully good down here. Downstairs.
Like a curve just dropped out of the zone.
2-0 count here.
Called strike. Anderson, after this season, drops down to 5A. Coach Rocky Clark was telling me that they're in the district with the A&M Consolidated, but I checked the UIL standings earlier today as Kerr fell off. And at least for baseball, they are with McCallum and Lassa and Crockett and others next year. So I'm not sure if they have different alignments for baseball versus football, or if Coach Rocky was just a little off.
The 2-2 pitch. Ball 3.
Contreras thought that was a strike, and he was ready to throw it around the horn.
Tell you what, I don't think I would take it again.
No, I wouldn't either. That was very close.
The 3-2 chops this back.
That's a catcher's interference again. That knocked the glove, the mitt, right off of Contreras' hands.
Senior second baseman number 6, Trevin.
And normally you have that because you as a catcher reaching out a little bit too far, aren't you?
Well, you're either lined up too close to the hitter or you're reaching. We've had a whole bunch of those this year. Usually you don't see that often.
So it does put Munin on base. Trevin Weinbright up here, 2 away. Wind up throw from Laren. It's upstairs. Contreras has to pop up for it. 2-0 count.
I said a whole bunch of catcher's interference. That's third from this season. I guess we're averaging 1 every 10 games. They're pickoff over there.
Throw, Pizanka, back. Stay safe. So stolen base. Wind up throw downstairs. 3-0 count for Trevin Weinbright. And Aiden Leonard. Wind up, throw on the 3-0. That's a walk.
And a pass ball.
Yep.
To allow Munin to get over to third.
And so Coach A comes out to talk with Aiden Leonard. 8-0 lead here for the Anderson Trojans from Willie Wells Field.
I think you're seeing a frustrated Maroon team, frustrated Maroon
fan base, staff. Coach A obviously got to be frustrated.
I don't think anybody expected this season to end up this way. I know I certainly didn't. I completely whiffed on the prediction at the start of the season. I thought we'd have a chance to play in for that 4th spot in the playoffs, and that didn't happen.
We heard it from a parent, didn't think it was going to be this difficult to get 10 wins.
Yeah. And this, we talked about it a couple times earlier. Some of those 50-50 calls just didn't go our way. We've seen to make a lot of misplays out there due to wind or whatever. But as David and I were talking about during the commercial breaks, our competition played in the same elements, and we don't recall them ever misplaying a ball like that.
It's the same thing, right? And it's a saying, and pull it from Hoosiers, right? Which is it's the same distance, no matter where, it's the same distance from the mound to home. It's the same distance from home to first. It's the same conditions for both sides, but one side in all these affairs has handled it better than the other. Sometimes the ball does not bounce your way, but you have to overcome. That one is high. Ball 2.
We've made a lot of outfield errors this year and misplays on the ball. I'm not sure that our competition has. I know James dropped one, Lumberjack in one game misplayed 2 or 3. We had the one over here by Besa, that was just today. We had those back in Dripping Springs, whether it's due to lights or whatever. That ballpark is very difficult in lights to play.
You've had it a couple in the infield too, right? A couple over short here throughout the season as well.
We had one against, who was that, Buda Johnson, where Charlie and Javi were playing, I think, second short. They both ran in on one. The wind blew it back out towards second. Neither called it, and the ball dropped. That should have been an out. That went as a hit per the rule book. There's been a whole bunch of them.
2-1 fouled off. That one's going to end up in the tennis courts here behind us. Two count.
We've had 21 pass balls from our catchers.
Wind up throw on the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And that retires the sign, gets you out of the bottom of the 4th inning, and takes us in top of the 5th. Austin High keeps a runner stranded at 3rd and 1st and gets you out of the inning without giving up any more runs. But Anderson holding an 8-0 lead. Going in top of the fifth. When we come back, Jack Underhagen, Jane Besa, Charlie Reeves on the other side.
Do you need a haircut? A real haircut? One that's tapered or blocked, clipped or trimmed just the way you like it? Come let the licensed barbers at the Sportsman's Barbershop take care of you. The Sportsman's Barbershop is a friendly, no-frills neighborhood barbershop located in Austin's Brykerwood area. Our barbers specialize in traditional haircuts for men and boys, along with beard trims and straight razor shaves. The trophies and mounts donated by customers that line the barbershop walls serve as testaments to over 60 years of serving Austin. Give the guys a call, 512-459-9525 to schedule your appointment today, or look us up online at sportsmansbarbershop.com. The Sportsman's Barbershop, an Austin institution.
Welcome back into the broadcast booth. There's a pitching change for Anderson. Willie Pope's going to take over. Jack Underhagen will get you started here.
The Lumberjack coming down to one of his last at-bats of his high school career.
He got on base back in the top of the second with an error at short.
He did, and he started his varsity career here last year. Our first game was against Anderson here on this field. Remember, he doubled. Let's see if he can double
Recreate
in
it again?
In his last game here.
I'd take it. I'll start with a high and outside pitch for him. Ball one. Second one comes around here, ball two.
There you go.
That one fouled off.
He had enough distance. It was just about 60 feet or so foul.
Wind up, throw. Down in for the strike. 2-2 count.
Your pitch, 1-3.
Wind up, the 2-2. Swung on and missed. And down goes Underhagen.
Now batting left fielder number 1, Jaden Besa.
So up comes Besa.
Besa had a good game yesterday, lying back in that tough double play off the pitcher's side, my broadcast partner tells me.
That one just in, catching the inside part of the plate there for strike one.
He is swinging the bat well here the last couple of games. It's good to see him swinging it well. I know this season hadn't gone the way that he wanted. He had a pretty good season last year as a sophomore on varsity.
Wind up throw.
There you go.
Besa. Grounder. Hit over to second. Throw in time. And that is 2 away.
Mr. Personality up for quite possibly the last at-bat.
He grounded over to second, back in the top of the third, 0 for 1.
We all are in the top of the fifth. If Anderson scores 2 in the bottom, this game is over. Swing and a miss by Reeves.
Puts him down 0-1 here. 2 away. Takes this inside. Ball one here. So a nice little 1-1 count. Way to respond. Good take. Takes ball 2. So a 2-1 count. 2 away. Wind up, throw, downstairs, just above the knees for strike 2. That one's downstairs for a full count. Three-two here for Charlie Reeves. Logan Kenny on deck. A 3-2, chopped.
Get there, baby. Get there.
That took a high bounce.
Safe.
High
Yes,
throw. Reeves on base.
That is our second hit of the day. Good hustle by Mr. Personality, Charlie Reeves.
Seth Crowley is one at first, and he had to leap up to make the grab on the throw by Andrew Mason. Is that wind picking up here?
Yeah, you can feel those storms coming in.
Wind up throw, swung on, missed.
We're supposed to have some really tough weather tonight. Sounds like the front end of that front is blowing in right now.
Two-0 count for Logan Kenny.
Well, that's error on the throw.
That's a big error, too. So that'll advance Charlie Reeves over to second on the air. A throw high and over your first baseman's head. Swing, miss there by Kenny for his first strike. That's a 2-1 count. Wind up, throw, down low, below the zone. 3-1.
No, that's what I thought. Yeah, he had 2 strikes on him.
That's what I thought too, but that's what it kept saying otherwise. So swing, miss. That does it for the side. Brings you out of the top of the 5th. Our scorekeeper not keeping their board updated for me when a chance I look away and talk about something else. So up comes Aiden Leonard for the bottom of the 5th.
Boy, that wind is picking up.
That wind is really picking up. So we'll see if we get out of this bottom of the 5th inning. And we will be right back here from Willie Wells Field. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, courtesy of the Vibe Live Network.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
Welcome back in from Austin High, the YouTube live stream, as the Maroons get set to go back to work here. Aiden Leonard working off the mound here, bottom of the 5th, and Anderson has a chance here, if they so desire, to can pull it off. They can put an end to this.
I'm still hoping for an 8-run rally, David Roy. Come on.
I know you are. I am too. Man, that wind really going to wreak some havoc right now as it picks up. I'd say we're probably up 30 miles an hour, maybe pushing 40.
Well, I tell you, that's going to play crazy conditions on anything out in the outfield.
Wind up, throw, and it's called strike.
It was? Wow. Okay, we'll take it.
So 0-1 here for Ed Small. I was high and outside, and I, like you, didn't think it was going to. No, they called again, 0-2.
Hey, at least he's consistent.
There you go.
That's all you can ask for.
That one down in the dirt. Ball one here as the pitch hops across the plate. Two here. It's a 1-2 just misses. And this one.
Is that ball in the outfield?
Unberhagen. Range is underneath it, in between wind gusts there. Good time for that because it allows Unberhagen to track it. And that is one away.
Hey, I'd like to give a special shout out to Tom Beck. Mentioned earlier that he is in a wedding or at a wedding in Cincinnati, Ohio, watching the game. He is loyal forever. People don't understand how much selfless work Tom Beck has done for this program. He's charted nearly every pitch of this season on his own for his son, for everybody else. Giving that to Coach A is just one more tool.
Leonard. High drops in here, strike one.
He's always constantly helping, trying to raise money for the capital campaign.
1-1. Rips this. Unberhagen tracks it. Gets over there. That's two down.
All right, nice play by Lumberjack. Showing some range out there. Would love to see him turn his glove the other way, but that's okay. He got the job done.
That looked like an infielder trying out there to make that grab. Came down over the top of it, and think of it as those of you at home, the risk you run is that when you come over the top of it, you don't close, you're knocking it down for him.
Mm-hmm.
So wind up throw. This one fouled off here by Derek Paez. 0-1. Wind up throw here from Ian Leonard. Gets fouled off. So here's strike two. That one from Leonard has to hop its way to Osby Contreras. Goes for ball one. And this one ripped back to first, and Luke Pizanka handles it himself on the hard-hit ground ball. And that gets you out of the bottom of the fifth inning very quickly there. Thanks to Ian Leonard. A couple of pops out to right, and then a grounder hit hard to first. And so that will bring us in to the top of the sixth with a pitching change for Anderson. Matt Magruder will take the mound here for Anderson when we come back. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream on the Vibe Live Network.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Welcome in, Willie Wells Field. A little bit of old-timer country music, a little bit of slow. Kind of feels a little out of place for a fun afternoon here at the ballpark, but not my music, not my stadium, not my choice of song. Say as you will, what is our choice of play here is James Scott coming up here to the plate, hitting .394 on the season and a hit away from batting .400 for the year. A hit here would put him up to .402 on the season here for the Austin High Maroons. Got on base in the top of the first with a walk.
He's going to need some help.
Hit. This one fouled off, and it goes over the fence line.
He's actually at least 5 for his last 5. I don't remember what he did Tuesday night off the top of my head against Del Valle, but he went 4 for 4 yesterday, 1 for 1 so far here with a walk.
This one.
Ooh, he's going to have to breathe it out.
Oh, he'll get on. But how you
give him? I mean, short's not an average play.
It's not an average play.
We'll go to Coach A for his call, but we're going to give him a hit right here. Let Coach A make that adjustment. A little swing and bunt on the infield to shortstop.
While in short and third, both converged upon it. Neither one of them was able to scoop it up. Looked like short maybe tried to, and it bounced away from him.
With his speed, you're going to have to make that play flawlessly to even have a chance.
Yeah. Swing and a miss here from Aiden Leonard, though.
Again, we don't want to be accused of any impartiality, so we'll let Coach A make that final call. That was much like Charlie Reeves' single to short earlier.
Yeah.
Anytime you have those guys that can really bust it down the line, you got to come up and make a good play. Anything slow is going to be most likely a hit. A slow grounder, that is.
2-1 count. Wind up throw.
Oh, that's going to be trouble.
Pops that straight up into the air. Clear the landing zone.
Trouble. Oh, he kept his feet.
Second base came sprinting down to make the grab. Ran up and over the mound to do so.
Trouble indeed. Good play there by Weinbright to have to go, to your point, up and over the mound. Goodness gracious.
That's one of the dangers, though, of that kind of play, though. Coming down from second, you're looking up to track. You run the risk of tripping over the mound, taking a tumble. He keeps his footing and gets the out. Ball one here, Javi Cadenas. One away, runner on first. Fouls this one off, strike one. And a 1-1 count. Swing, miss, throw back to first, not in time. And a 1-2.
Maroons, no runs on 3 hits and 4 errors. Anderson, 8 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. I think their error was on the pickoff attempt at first that allowed Reeves to go to second. There you go, Javi.
There's hit.
Oh, my God.
Shortstop.
There is one of those 50-50 plays here. Javi Godinez just tagged that ball. Looked like it was going to center field. And Mason, the Trinity Tiger next year, makes a diving, leaping catch of what would be a base hit to center field.
Clears and does a really good job getting up there, climbs that ladder, and gets it on the line drive. 2 away. Luke Pizanka pops this. Yeah, that's going to get fouled off. Wind's going to help to carry that over the fence. 0-1.
Your time, kid. Have some fun, bud.
Here's Pizanka. Down low and a good take there. Ball 1. That one just skimming the top of the plate. Throw back to first. Nearly did another one. They had the error there before with that throw over to first. I've seen more than a handful of those this season. Pickoff attempt goes awry. Wind up, Pizanka drives this out, straightaway center, and that is snagged. So that takes you into the bottom of the 6th. Austin High trailing by 8 when we come back.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we are proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you, or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com.
Welcome back in to Willie Wells Field. Austin High trails by 8. Ian Leonard up to the mound here to go back to work.
You know, he's done well off the mound. He's thrown 3 innings. He's faced 12. He's got 54 pitches, 27 strikes, 27 balls. Only given up 1 hit and walked 1. No runs, no earned. Has struck out 2. So he continues to have a really good season off the mound. He's not overpowering folks with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball or anything like that, but he's throwing strikes and he's mixing up his pitching. They say hitting is all about timing. Yep. Pitching is all about upsetting timing. And Aiden Leonard has done a great job this year of upsetting timing.
Senior first baseman, number 12, Seth Crowley.
His walk-up song is Mr. Crowley by Ozzy Osbourne. I wonder if they understand what that song is about and who it's about.
1-0 count here.
I'm going to say our producer, Lulu, probably does not. I won't discuss it here. Google it. Not my cup of tea.
2-0 count here for Crowley. The 1-0 pitch was high and outside. Leonard, the windup, upstairs. 3-0 count. Crowley, 0 for 2 with a walk back in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. And he will walk him. Second time this afternoon that Seth Crowley has been walked.
Connor Como.
We got a courtesy runner over there, number 9, going in for Crowley. That's Drew Merrill, who pitched against us on game 1 of the season.
Merrill, also a senior. wind-up throw. Down. Strike one. Surprised they call that. That was down away.
Oh, he called that a strike?
He did call that a strike.
Okay, well. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Line inside. Ball one. And that wind really picking up. Hoping the rain holds off until we can at least pack up the equipment and everything is over. A 1-1 count here.
It does take a lot. Oh, he called that a strike too. Oh my gosh. It does take a lot to make sure all this stuff goes on. My broadcast partner David Roy and I have to get here about an hour and a half ahead of time when it's single camera or multi-camera. When we do multi-camera, the Austin High production team has to do the same.
Has a base hit and skips past Javi Godinez, so it's hit soundly.
Go, line drive.
Godinez got a glove on it.
And then the teardown is also about an hour.
Yeah.
So outside of game time, it's about a 2.5 hour ordeal.
Yep.
Game time's usually about 2, so overall it's about a 4.5 hour production. I hope you enjoy it at home. Drop us a note. Let us know what you think. ahsmaroonbaseball@gmail.com.
This one hit solidly over to right. Catch made by Unverhagen. And that throw to the cutoff rolls past. And there's
senior first baseman at DH, number 4, Bo Munin.
Let's go, Bo!
Leonard. So up comes Bo Munin. Munin got on with an error in the bottom of third. Had the catcher interference, of course. His last plate appearance. It flew out to left before that. This one high up upstairs. One 0. The wind up, hit, popped over to Charlie Reeves. That bounced off him, and that's going to go down as an error.
Now batting for the Trojans, senior second baseman, number 6.
Skipped up into his face, and it comes off his glove, and Coach A comes out. And we got some massive substitutions potentially.
Yeah, that's 65 pitches for Aiden Leonard, who's pitched his heart out today. He's done a really good job.
I'm seeing 5 different players with gloves on.
In comes Henry Shooter. Let's see what other changes we have before we give Shooter's stat line.
And it looks like that may be it.
I don't know.
No.
We got a whole bunch of people. We have Ty Schreiber, Jason Martinez, John Latham,
and Patrick
Bird. So it looks like Martinez is going to center.
Latham is taking Kazanka's spot.
We'll give the lineup changes, or defensive lineup changes. Let's see.
Unverhagen comes out, as well as Reeves and Kazanka and Scott. So it looks like Schreiber or Martinez will be in center and right.
I think
some consolidation of them.
Yeah, I think Schreiber's going to right field, I believe. Just by the way he's lined up over there. Did Reeves come off the field?
He did, yes.
Okay, so Bird goes in for Reeves. All right, so if we have the mass substitutions correct, you now have the infield from first to third, Latham, Bird, Godinez, and Kenny. The outfield is Besa, Martinez, and Schreiber. Battery is Contreras and Henry Shooter. Henry Shooter, sophomore Henry Shooter, has pitched 20 1/3 innings. This is his 11th game pitched. He's made 1 start, faced 104 batters coming into this, throwing 404 pitches. no wins, 3 losses, 1 save and 1 save opportunity, giving up 25 hits, 19 earned runs, 17 walks, 25 strikeouts. And of those 25 strikeouts, 12 are looking.
So Schreiber heads out to right field.
Now batting for the
And Martinez will take his place in center. Bird at second base. Latham at first.
And with these changes, I believe everybody has gotten into this game now.
Go shooter, keep working.
And the 1-1 there. So Shooter and Wilson bring you a lot to look forward to. Of course, for next season, you'll be seeing a lot of them with Beck and Pizanka moving on.
Yeah, those two are going to have to step up and fill some big shoes. Yep. This nice stop by Contreras there. I mean, coming back, we have Besa, yep, Shooter, Wilson, Logan Kenny, Schreiber, Patrick Bird, Jason Martinez, and John Latham, all of which have seen time off the mound, as has Contreras, but I'm not sure that you look at Contreras as a pitcher, right, with him doing as much catching as he's doing.
Wind up, throw, upstairs.
From an offensive perspective, we have Scott, Contreras again, Godinez, Unberhagen. I'm sorry, not Unberhagen. He's graduating. Bird, Besa, Shooter, Kenny, Wilson, Schreiber, Martinez, Latham, Drew Anderson coming back. And walks in a run, so they are one hit or one walk away from ending this game in a 10-0 fashion.
Yep.
Call me nuts, folks. This isn't the way I want to end it. Can we get a ground ball double play out and go rally for 9?
Be a nice way to go out. Shooter. This one. Contact made. Besa gets over to it, and that is 2 away.
Now batting for the Trojans.
Nice job on base arranging over to that one. No tag at third, so we're still at 9-0 here at the bottom of the 6th. What are we doing? Oh, they let them.
They let them go.
Wow.
There. Okay.
Well, that's a nice move by Anderson. They just intentionally gave up the out. They had Munin at second, intentionally get out at third base, I guess to give some of these other players an opportunity to play.
Yeah, because you're going to have another pitch and change. I expect you're going to see some massive defensive substitutions here for Anderson. We'll track them all when we come back. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, courtesy of the Vibe Live Network here on YouTube.
Cheer on your Austin High School baseball team and enjoy the spring season with ease thanks to Terrytown Pharmacy. We're not just a pharmacy, we are a neighborhood health hub offering prescription services, immunizations, home delivery, and a charming selection of gifts for any occasion. Whether you're celebrating a win or supporting a player, find the perfect gift and keep your health in check at Terrytown Pharmacy. Let's celebrate health, wellness, and community spirit together.
Contreras up 0 for 2 today. He did tag the ball last time up, line drive to left field on sinking liner. Jet Joseph comes in and makes a diving catch.
I'll take this one. Strike one. Austin High down to their last 3 outs. Which means they got some opportunities here.
There you go, got through.
Started.
There you go.
And that does get through for that base hit.
Pitch hitting for the Maroons, number 11, Ty Schreiber.
Ty Schreiber now up. He replaced Unberhagen.
And Schreiber takes that down inside. Ball 1. Jane Besa on deck as Schreiber files that one off for strike 1. Fouls off the 1-1.
You know, it's this time of the year, being the last game. You've seen a lot of Maroon baseball this year. If you had to make a call, who do you call MVP?
On the season?
Yeah. I have my own most valuable player to this team. The stats aren't going to show it. That's a nice drive. That's a fair ball.
Base hit. Contreras.
Going for extra bases. Go, Ty. Oh, and he's going to stop.
Yeah.
Oh, and he got doubled back. Picked down. Oh. So they hit the cutoff man, second baseman. Wainwright threw back and got Schreiber, who went a little bit too far. He wanted that double. Didn't make it happen, unfortunately. Good job getting that hit. Contreras makes his way all the way over to third.
This one gets fouled off by Jane Besa. You know, your question, you talk about MVP, you know, and to be clear, there's been a lot of good performances, right? Godinez has had an impact. Jason Martinez, when he's had opportunities, has looked really good out there as well. Latham, of course, when he comes in at first, has looked really good. But, man, I mean, how you take away from something by, you know, like a Jake Beck or a Luke Pizanka?
Boy, I tell you, Jake Beck is who I had. If you think about somebody who has meant more to this team and given them an opportunity to stay in games, it's been Jake Beck.
Throw to the 6-3, but it does score the run.
Got to run in.
So it is now 9-1.
I mean, Jake has thrown, 845 pitches. Let me give you a rough idea of the number of pitchers or number of pitches.
That one comes outside. Bird takes it, ball 1.
Ball 1.
There's ball 2.
So Jake Beck has roughly thrown 25% of the pitches for Austin High this year. Holy Toledo.
We got a 3-1 count here.
Ooh, chase one high.
Yes. From Patrick Bird. So a 3-2 full count. Time called by Bird.
So if you don't look at it by number of pitches thrown, Jake coming into this game has faced 215 of the 872 hitters. Oh, that's another hit up the middle. Way to go, Patrick Bird.
And Bird gets on with 2 away.
Nice job, sophomore Patrick Bird.
So up comes Kenny. Runner on first, 2 down, run scored. That one outside, throw back to first. Not in time. Kind of caught Bird out there in the paths a little bit, but he gets back over. And the 1-0. Fouled off. A 1-1 count.
We have our district, or I'm sorry, our banquet. That's what I meant to say. Our banquet coming up a week from tomorrow. So look out on the website for tickets, or send us a note at ahsmaroonbaseball@gmail.com. I know we're taking ticket orders via Venmo.
This one gets fouled off for the 2-2. Downstairs, down goes Logan Kenny, and he'll go
Oh, that's a tough pitch to ring him up on. Ah, come on.
It was a low in the zone, and down goes Kenny looking. So, but with a run scored and only 9 scored on the board here for Anderson. Oh, they call it?
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, so Jake Beck does take the loss on his last time at the mound. Weissman with the win. Let's see if we can get a box score here. Box score. All right, Maroons, 1 run, 6 hits, 5 errors. Anderson, 9 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. And a couple guys hit the ball really hard today. Jaden Besa really smoked one good. So did Osby Contreras. Patrick Bird came up with hit, as did Charlie Reeves. Schreiber had that single over to right field. Then you had James Scott come in 2 for 2 today, plus a walk. Off the mound, we already gave Beck stats earlier today. Fletcher Wilson, officially a third of an inning. Gave up 2 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Aiden Leonard came in, did yeoman's work off the mound in 8 up innings. Pitched 3 1/3, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, none earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. And then Henry Shooter comes in and gets the last 2/3, only having a walk given up. For Anderson, they had multiple hit games by Andrew Mason and Comal, the right fielder. Weissman went 4 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, no earned, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. So a tough way for the Maroons to end. We end up this season, which we started with so much promise. Even played out a starting record of 7-2, I believe.
Yep.
Finish up 9-22. So we basically, if that math is right, went 2-20.
Yep. Went 2-20 down the stretch and over the course of the end of the season and end of district play. 2 district wins. One being Anderson. The other recorded last night at Del Valley.
Well, I personally would like to thank all the seniors for representing Austin High very well they're a good group of kids. Lumberjack Umberhagen, Aiden Leonard, Mr. Personality, Charlie Reeves, Jake the Laser Beck, Cool Hand Luke Pazonka.
Been a difficult season, certainly not the way the seniors would have liked to go out.
I mean, again, we touched on this earlier in the game. There are some of these guys that will never play a competitive baseball game again, so you just wonder what they're feeling. Obviously, they're disappointed because they lost, but it's a much bigger a much bigger emotion, if you will, knowing that this is it. You've been doing something since 4 or 5 years old, and now it's time to pack it up. Go on with the next stage of your life.
Well, and the other aspect of that, too, is for us, broadcast-wise, because, we'll be back next season. You look ahead to next season's class of seniors, right? Guys like James Scott being out there. Next stage of upperclassmen even, right? Contreras moves up. He'll be a junior.
Yeah, one of the benefits that we have is, Coach A is not shy about playing sophomores.
Right.
We saw it this year. We saw it last year.
Yeah.
So one of the positives we have coming back for next year is you have a team with a good amount of experience.
Yeah, you got some youth out there, right? Fletcher Wilson being one of them that you're going to see come back. Henry Shooter gets some experience in this year. Contreras gets a lot of experience in the year, both at the plate and behind it.
Godinez, Patrick Bird, Ty Schreiber, Jaden Besa, Logan Kinney, Jason Martinez, John Latham, Drew Anderson. All of those guys should be back next year.
Gives you a lot of experience coming back as a result of that, and gives you a nice foundation to build off of if you're Coach A and this program going into next season. You have a really solid foundation of experience. You're going to have holes to fill. You're always going to have holes that you're going to have to fill. Players are going to have to step up. But that wealth of experience and that foundation going into next season, the mentality is going to be coming in, you're going to have this bitter taste, and it's bitter for your seniors. But for everybody else that's going to be coming back next year, this bitter taste is going to linger and carry into that season. And the mentality going into that is, we're not letting this happen to us again.
Sure.
And that's a driving factor, right? That's a motivator to say, whether you're in the cages hitting, whether you're, working on pitches, that one more, right?
Yep.
Just give me one more to build on and to get that last repetition out there.
Great point, David Roy. One more rep, one more cut, one more fly ball that we go get. Maybe we get out there when there's challenging conditions with the wind or whatever, just to get us an idea of what to expect and take some of these, and we've hit on it a few times in this broadcast, things that the ball didn't bounce our way and did not even out at all this year. It was almost like a 95-5 against us. It was just crazy. You cannot expect another season of that. I mean, it should even out over time. And I was actually talking to James about this yesterday. He's like, some of those hits yesterday against Del Valle was lucky. I'm like, yeah, but don't forget that fly ball that you hit at Glen that would have been out, except you hit it into a 35-mile-an-hour wind blowing dead in, and the outfielder catches it, running like Drew Pearson to catch a fly ball. So these things tend to end up evening out. You'll hit a line drive like Jaden Besa did against Weissman, hit him smack in the side, and it's a double play ground ball. Now Jaden at some point in time is going to hit a little dribbler in the infield that goes for a single. Things even out. This team, for whatever reason, it didn't even out, and you cannot expect another season of that. I would almost expect next year we get the benefit of that 95-5 and it comes our way.
Well, yeah, because you talk about over the course of a season that's going to even out, but season to season, at some point those breaks have to go your way. If those breaks do go your way next week, look at how many games just kind of down that stretch, even in district play. Thinking of a 3-2 on a Thursday, night there, towards the end against Akins and so forth. How much closer are you then because of that to that fourth playoff spot, to having a seat when the music stops? All those different things, and a lot of it, you come back to in the heat of the moment, we may, it's a missed opportunity, but 7 innings, it's a missed opportunity in those 7 innings. But when you add all of those up, they take a toll on a season. When you go back the other way, that adds up. Could be a playoff spot. That could be a huge difference.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, the things here and there, and we talk about it, we didn't have the competition that made those same kind of mistakes. The ball bounced in their favor. They made the plays. And when we hit on it earlier, they played in the same weather conditions as us. So that's not even an excuse. We didn't play right. They made the plays, and that's why they are where they are, and we are where we are. So we need to own it, figure out what next steps we're going to do to not have next year be a repeat of this year.
Well, that'll do it. 9-1. The final score here from Willie Wells Field. Austin High comes away. They'll finish their season 9 wins overall, 2 wins in district, and that ties them up with Del Valle there. In that regard, it has not been the season you may have wanted, but for a lot of these seniors, for all these players, it's certainly been a memorable one. It's one that when you look back on it, years from now, even perhaps as early as next year, look at how far you have come will be the words that will be uttered.
And how far we've come, how far you and I have come. We haven't even spent a full season together. You filled in for the Willard of Oz, who started the broadcast, and then we had Merle Bertrand come in for some games, and you've done yeoman work, my man. I thank you very much for all your
Real estate companies come and go in Central Texas about as fast as the wildflowers in spring. But when you're looking for a house, you're looking for a place to put down roots, a place to call home for years to come, which means you need a realtor with roots in the community, like Tate Property. Tate Property is a family-owned real estate brokerage located in Terrytown. We grew up here, we live here, and we work here, representing buyers and sellers of Austin's finest luxury homes, investment properties, and farm and ranch retreats. This is our passion. Give Tate Property a call at 512-474-8283. That's 512-474-TATE. Or look up online at tateproperty.com and let us know how we can help you today. Tate Property, exceptional homes, exceptional service.